Well, I've never solved the Rubik's Cube in my entire life, so I'm pretty excited about my guest. I'm joined in studio by Anthony Brooks. He is a speed cubing champion. Now, I interviewed some speed cubers last year, so I know a little bit about what it's all about, but why don't you introduce us to the world of speed cubing?
Sure. Well, speed cubing is basically the sport of solving a Rubik's Cube as fast as possible. So there are competitions all over the world. I'm from the States, but I'm over here for a competition in Joburg that was this past weekend, and there's one coming up in Cape Town.
How did you do at the Joburg competition?
I won that competition, and
you're so modest. I won that one.
That was actually pretty cool because that competition it pushed me up to the all-time record for most competition wins.
Really?
Yeah.
So what is that record? What is it now? How many records do you have under your belt?
There are all kinds of different records I've set, but this record was 47 competitions won.
Wow.
So I have a chance to push it up to 48 this weekend.
Well, my fingers are crossed for you. You set a record in 2011 for solving the cube. Tell me about that. Were you out to set the record?
Oh yeah, so in 2011 I set the record for the standard Rubik's Cube, solving it in competition. It was the North American record. I solved the cube in under 7 seconds. And I'd been really involved with speed cubing up to that point, but that was a pretty big record for me at the time, and ever since then it's just kind of pushed me to keep attempting new things.
When do you decide you want to be a competitive Rubik's Cube solver? Like, when does that happen?
Right. It happens at different points for a lot of people, but for me it happened when I entered my first competition. I got into solving the cube when I was in high school and had no idea that competitions or tournaments even existed. So when I went to my first one, I was solving the cube in around 25 seconds on average, which I thought was pretty good.
I think that's pretty amazing.
I was faster than my friend who taught me, fastest at my school. And then I showed up and I got destroyed by guys solving the cube in 15, 16 seconds. So that motivated me to keep practicing, and now it takes me around 7 to 8 seconds to solve the cube.
I know you're in town with your mom. What did your parents say when you told them you wanted to go to your first Rubik's Cube competition?
Well, I'd been really involved with chess and other types of tournaments, so I don't think it was too out of the blue that I wanted to compete, but it was really exciting to go to my first one.
How long did it take you to master the science of solving the cube?
Right, so there's definitely a method to the madness, and I'm not just making stuff up on the fly.
You're not a magician.
No, I'm not a magician. There's no tricks. Yeah, this is all real. And so the system I use is very advanced and has taken years and years to master. But anyone can learn a beginner system where instead of having to learn hundreds and hundreds of different patterns like I know, you can learn 3 or 4 and learn when to use them, and kind of, it's a repetitive process, but using only a few patterns, you can solve the cube in a matter of minutes.
Okay, cool. What do you do when you're not solving the cube?
I'm a student, so during the week I'm pretty much in class all the time, and then on weekends, who knows where I'll be solving Rubik's Cubes.
How many times do your friends ask you to solve a cube, like as a party trick? Like, do you go out to parties and do you get asked to do this
Every
often?
party.
Every party, every single party.
Pretty much.
This is a public service announcement. Stop it. He doesn't want to do it at every party, right?
Well, it's one of those things that it's kind of a part of me at this point. I solve it every day, so I don't mind taking it out for 10 seconds.
All right. So I know you have a lot of different tricks that you're going to show us, but first I just want to see you solve it regularly. So let's set the foundation with that, and then we're going to get a little bit crazy.
Definitely.
All right.
All right, here, can you mix it up a little bit for me?
Do I get to mix it up?
Yeah.
I thought that we're not allowed to touch it.
No. Like I said, this isn't a magic trick. This is real.
Okay, I'm mixing it. Are you watching?
I'll look away. Yeah.
Okay.
I sometimes forget people think I'm
You're
figuring it out as you do it.
While I'm doing it. Okay. So I mixed it. That's the best I could do at mixing.
Fair.
Scrambled.
Totally scrambled.
Totally scrambled. I mean, the orange has 4. I'm going to just do this. There you go. There you go.
All right. Awesome. Okay. You want to count me off?
Okay. Ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, go. That's pretty impressive. That is pretty impressive. We're going to put a counter up. So I don't know exactly how long that took, but the counter will tell our viewers how long it took you to solve that. So that's regular Rubik's Cube solving. I heard you can do it with one hand.
Yeah, you want to mix it up again?
Yay.
Let's give it a shot.
This is fun. So you can do it with one hand, you can do it blindfolded.
Right.
I heard you're going to be doing it in a Shark Tank on Friday, or maybe...
Yeah.
How did that come about?
So I'll be at the aquarium on Friday. I think it's Friday at 3:30. Solving in a tank. I don't really know what's going to be in it. I heard there's going to be a big turtle. I don't know about sharks.
Stingray, I read. A stingray, and maybe like a tiger shark. But I don't know about
this. This is all news to me. We'll find out on Friday.
All right, so you had your warm-up. Now we're going to do one-handed.
All right, sweet. You really mixed this up, didn't you?
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, ready, set, go.
This is very impressive. I can't even move my hands like that. Very good.